Welcome back to the class. I was discussing Toru Dutt's famous poem, The Lotus, and this is the fifth and the final video. In the fourth video, I had thought I would be able to cover everything, but a few points got left behind, and so therefore I am continuing the Toru Dutt's famous poem in this fifth video, also the fifth and the final video, because here I will be just discussing a few questions also with you. So this is just a kind of a summary of the entire poem. Let me discuss the questions with you. Look at the first question. You will get this in your reference to the context also, and also for short answer questions, and also for your long essay type question in which they will ask you to write a critical appreciation of this poem. So, I'm sure you have understood the text of the poem very well. I am sure you have understood the surface level meaning, the literal meaning, as well as the deeper meaning of the poem. Now, let me ask you a few questions so that I can analyze if you have understood the poem very well or not. Look at the first question. The first question is, why did love come to Flora? Now, if you get this question as a short answer question, how will you write this answer? The answer to this question will be, love came to Flora asking her for a flower which was as beautiful as the rose and as dignified as the lily. Love came to Flora asking for a flower that would of flowers be undisputed queen, unchallenged queen. Why did love come to Flora? Love came to Flora asking for a flower which would be undisputed queen of flowers. Look at the second question. Let us look at the second question. Name the two rivals contesting for the place of the undisputed queen of flowers. Name the two rivals, two different rivals contesting for the place of the undisputed queen of flowers. So, who were competing for the high honor of being the undisputed queen of flowers? Two flowers were competing were contesting for the place, high honor of the undisputed queen of flowers. Which two flowers were contesting? The two flowers contesting or competing for the place of the undisputed queen of flowers were the rose and the lily. You will have to write the full answers, right? You will have to write the full answers. Name the two rivals contesting for the place of undisputed queen of flowers. The two answer, if that is the question, the answer will be the two flowers contesting for the place of the undisputed queen of flowers were the rose and the lily. For a long time, there was a competition going on between the two flowers. How does the lotus score over the other two flowers? So, what are the qualities of the lotus, right? How does the lotus score over the qualities of the two flowers? The lotus scores over, rises over the qualities of both the flowers, because the lotus has got both it has got the colors of both the rose and the lily. It has got the beauty of both the rose and the lily. It has got the dignity of both the rose and the lily. It has got the stateliness. It has got the beauty of both. That is why lotus is chosen over both the flowers. Look at the next question, fourth question. What significance does the lotus have in Indian culture? This I have discussed with you a number of times. Lotus has a lot of significance in Indian culture because it is first and most important, it's a national flower of our country, and in classical mythology, Brahma is supposed to spring from the rose, is believed to have sprung from the rose. In classical mythology, in all the portraits of gods and goddesses, you see the lotus, right? So it has a lot of cultural significance because it is a symbol of beauty, purity and auspiciousness, and also non-attachment. Lotus is a symbol of beauty, purity, auspiciousness and non-attachment. Non-attachment most important because the lotus grows in a pond of stagnant water but remains unpolluted, remains unaffected, remains unspoiled. Just like a man of wisdom, like a jnani lives, a jnani, evolved soul, an enriched soul, lives amidst all the problems of this world but remains unaffected. As Krishna Bhagavan has said in Gita also a number of times. I am sure you are familiar with Gita, and Krishna Bhagavan in Gita says a number of times that a person who remains stable in both happiness as well as sorrow is very dear to me, right? So the lotus combines both the beauty of the rose as well as the stateliness of the lily. Like a man of wisdom, a jnani is not affected either by sorrow or by change. It is believed that Brahma sprung from the lotus. The concept of Satyam Shivam Sundaram is attached to the lotus because it symbolizes truth, auspiciousness and beauty. The lotus is also the national flower of India. So this is the significance of lotus in the Indian culture. And look at the fifth and the most important question. What kind of sonnet is the lotus? Now lotus is also a sonnet. I had discussed with you in my earlier video, first video, when I was discussing Shakespeare's famous poem, Shall I Compare Thee? I had told you that it is a Shakespearean sonnet. The lotus is also a Shakespearean sonnet. It is written in the Shakespearean form, right? Now, what is the Shakespearean sonnet? It has got 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. 3 4-line stanzas, and in the end it ends with a couplet, right? So, Toru Dutt's poem is also like a Shakespearean sonnet. It is written in 3 couplets, 3 quatrains and 1 couplet, right? 3 4 lines and then 1 couplet, right? Thank you.